Hi, I'm starting a Gilmore Girls information mini series and telling you all about Gilmore Girls and the characters and the episodes, and maybe if you haven't seen Gilmore Girls, this will sort of like um give you like more interest in it, and if you have, like, give you more knowledge on it. And I absolutely love Gilmore Girls. I have all the series and I watch it all the time. So if you think I'm an absolute nutter, comment and tell me. I'll read them and take on your criticism and niceness. So you might think I'm a bit of a Grammy when I'm explaining stuff, but I'm just going to go through the characters with first of all. This is Lorelai Gilmore. She's like one of the main characters of the series. She's pretty much the main character, and she's from Hartford, a city, and then she moved about half an hour away from that, Stars Hollow, and it's a small town, and she lives there with her daughter Rory, and she got pregnant when she was 16 with Rory. And her family, her mum and dad were like really posh and really rich, and it was like a really bad thing that she got pregnant because they had to tell all her friends. So she decided to move away when she was 16 with her baby, and she became a maid at the Independence Inn, and since then she's worked herself up to be the executive manager. And her dream is to start her own inn. She's really nice, but sometimes she can be over dramatic, and you'll see her ups and downs in the series, and she's really funny. So this is her daughter Rory Gilmore. She's actually called Lorelai Gilmore, but her nickname is Rory. And she starts off at Stars Hollow High at the start of the series when she's 15, and she gets accepted to Chilton, one of the biggest schools and smartest schools in America. And her dream is to go to Harvard University, and she's like really smart and she's really lovely. Like, everyone in the town loves her, and she's like the perfect little girl. And you'll see the way she changes in the last few series. This is Lorelai's mum and dad and Rory's grandparents, Richard and Emily, and as you can probably see from their photo, they're really posh and really like poised, and you'll see Emily and Richard are very controlling. They do things to Lorelai and Rory's life to benefit for them, so you'll see how they become sort of the puppet master, as they're described a few times. But Richard and Rory are like real, and later and they become really close, and they're into reading and all like the same things. This is Luke. He is the diner owner, and Rory and Lorelai eat there practically every day. And everyone thinks that Luke has this thing for Lorelai. He's sort of a bachelor sort of type. And he lives above the diner, and he's sort of the grump of the town. But you'll see how it blossoms, their relationship in the next future. This is Suki, Lorelai's best friend, and this is who she wants to start. This is who wants to start an inn with her, and she's a chef at the Independence Inn. And they're best friends for ages, and she saw Rory growing up, and she's really clumsy. Like, she'll break her foot, like she'll break something nearly every week. So she's really clumsy, but she's a brilliant chef, and she's really hilarious, like her clumsiness. This is Elaine, Rory's best friend, and she comes from like a real Christian family. She's from Korea, and she comes from a real Christian family, and she's not really strict. Like, she's not allowed to eat candy or watch TV, and she becomes like the opposite of what her mum wants her to be, and she becomes in a rock band. And you'll see like how you can go away but come back, and I think Lorelai and Liam have a lot more in common, and they don't actually realise it in the series, which I think is kind of, they don't sort of mention the likeness of them, which I find kind of weird because they're so alike, like the way they've been through. This is Paris. Now, I don't know whether to call this Rory's friend. She went to Chilton and with Rory, and it started off as they were enemies. And Paris is kind of the really tense types, and she just, it's like she becomes Roy's friend and she's not Roy's friend, but it's like really up and down because she thinks like she makes a big deal out of everything, and she's like hilarious the things she does. This is Logan. Now he is Roy's last boyfriend that we see of in the entire program, and he's sort of got this reputation of being the ladies' man in Yale. And they are going out for over 2 years, and then the sort of ups and downs, and a lot of ups and downs, and you'll see that. And this is Jess. This is the boyfriend she had before Logan, about a year before Logan actually, and he is sort of the bad boy, didn't do schoolwork, and he was sent here, he's Luke's nephew actually, and he was sent here by his mum who could not control him. His mum's a bit of a hippie chick and she's a bit of a hooper, but he ends up sort of running off and leaving Rory, but then he becomes something when Rory's not, and it's really weird actually, and you'll see that. I'm not really sure if I describe this really well. There's 7 series, and there's about 24 episodes in each series around that, and I'll just give you a brief description of each series. So in series 1, you have it's the New England town of Stars Hollow, and it's became the home of 32-year-old Lorelai and her 16-year-old daughter. Lorelai Graham plays the quick-witted Lorelai, manager of Historic Independence Inn, mother of Rory, who's played by Alexis Blundell, and also her daughter's best friend, Confident and Lorelai when she was a teen. A gifted ensemble plays the colourful stars blue. I'm sort of losing myself. I'll just put it in my own words. They're in this big town, and everyone's like really wow, and like the Miss Patty and Taylor, and they're like these really strong characters, and it's like you show how they've grown up in this town and how like what position they're in the town, and they're like loved in the town. And then you sort of see how Rory finds her first boyfriend and how Lorelai reacts to it, and everyone thinks like it's a big between Emily, and you see how Emily and Lorelai come back and reunite, if you might say, but you'll see how Emily, when she finds out Rory's got her boyfriend, when Lorelai, they're worried that she will follow in her mother's footsteps, and it's really like it's really good, and I really love the first series. Then you go to the second series. It's you've grown up quite a bit, and then Jess comes along quite near the start of the second series, and she's still with Dean. I didn't get a picture of him, if you can see. There he is. And that is him, and that's his first boyfriend. And then Jess comes along, and he is in love with Rory, and he's sort of this bad boy, and he's not scared to do anything to get to become a boyfriend. And it's like really the things they go through to get each other. It's really I think I'll just leave it there today. So if you want to, I'm going to put this on and see if you like it. So comment and tell me if you want to do another one, because I really don't really want to. Because I don't want to do another one if you're not going to watch it, because that would sort of be a waste of time. Yeah. Okay, well thank you. Okay.